everybody, it's time for my little corner of the world.
You to me are sweet as roses in the morning. You to me are soft as summer rain at dawn, and love we share, that's something rare. The sidewalks in the street, the concrete and the clay beneath my feet begins to crumble, but love will never die, because we'll see.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ed Rambeau, and it's good to be back after a short, well-needed vacation, during which time I also contracted the virus. But no worries, I'm 100% back to normal and feeling better than ever. However, I do highly recommend not getting it, so please continue to stay safe, my friends. Before getting to tonight's theme, there are two major points of interest I'd like to address. The first being that we should all wish President-elect Joe Biden the very best, and I'm sure he's going to be a very fine president. And secondly, our most heartfelt condolences go out to all the family, friends, and fans of the amazing Alex Trebek, who was loved by all. For 36 years, he was the host of the syndicated game show Jeopardy!, where he not only entertained us, but broadened our intellect. He also hosted a number of other game shows, including Wizard of Odds, Double Dare, High Rollers, Classic Concentration, and To Tell the Truth. So, Mr. Trebek, a fond farewell, thank you for the many years of entertainment, and know that you will be beyond greatly missed. So forever rest in peace, old friend. That being said, allow me to introduce tonight's theme. I'm calling it Questions and Answers. The first song will be the question, and the song that follows will be the answer. So let's start off with the question that I hope not too many of us ask ourselves.
What kind of fool am I who never fell in love? It seems that I'm the only one that I have been thinking of. What kind of man is this? An empty shell, an empty cell in which a lonely heart must dwell. What kind of a clown am I? What do I know of life? Why can't I cast away this mask of clay and live my life? Why can't I fall in love till I don't give a damn? And maybe then I'll know what kind of
Well, quite honestly, my friends, when it comes to love, this might be the perfect answer to the question, what kind of fool am I?
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread, and so I come to you, my love, my heart above my head. Though I see the danger there, if there's a chance for me, then I don't care. Oh, fools rush in where wise men never go, but wise men never fall in love. So how are they to know? When we met I felt my life begin. So open up your heart and let this fool rush in. When we met, I felt my life begin. So open up your heart and let this fool rush in.
Yes, I suppose when it comes to love, many of us make foolish moves. That's why this next question, I'm sure, is one that has rolled around in every one of our brains from time to time. What is the question, you ask?
Why do people fall in love? When does the feeling first begin? That found a way to my heart, made the music start the second she walked in. Where do we get this sensation? Who designed the combination? Desire when she's near, the everlasting fear that one day she would say goodbye. It's gotta make you wonder, why do people fall in love? When do they lose their self-control? Is there some power in her touch that sends a crazy rush running through my soul? What do you call this condition? When it hurts so good inside, I really want to know, can someone tell me why? Why do people fall in love? What little bell goes off inside? Can't we find better things to do? Something safe and new that I haven't tried. But here am I needing someone, and I'll need you till I die. People fall in love when they fall in love. People who need people.
luckiest people when they fall in love.
The last bit of lyrics to the song Why Do People Fall in Love pretty much sums it up. It simply has to do with the fact that we're people, and love is something we all need. Because
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're about the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first you gotta be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
that, of course, was People. Before moving on, earlier this week I was speaking with a friend, and during the course of our conversation, the fact that I once lived in Wilton, Connecticut came up, which reminded me of a delightful story. My home in Wilton was about 15 minutes away from Westport, Connecticut, which is a quaint little town that contains a very famous old-fashioned ice cream parlor. Eventually, I got to know the owner of that ice cream parlor quite well, and he told me this cute little story about the time Paul Newman and his wife purchased a house in Westport and moved into town. Well, it appears that one day Paul came into his ice cream parlor while a middle-aged lady was at the counter purchasing an ice cream cone. When the woman looked to her left and saw Paul Newman standing there, her mouth dropped in complete awe. She couldn't believe what she was seeing, to the point where she began to feel uncomfortable staring and finally turned to leave the shop. When she got outside, she realized she didn't have her ice cream cone in hand. So she raced back inside and said to the clerk, "Hey, where's my ice cream cone?" Without missing a beat, Paul Newman turned to her and said, "You put it in your purse." For those of you who may have just tuned in, you're listening to Ed Rambeau, and this is My Little Corner of the World on MemoryLaneOldies.com. Tonight's theme, questions and answers. But before moving on, you all know what time it is. So here he is, America's favorite pussycat, Talking Tom. Hey Tom, how's it going? Come on in and say hello.
Hi, everybody. It's me, the star of the show, Talking Tom.
Never mind now, just tell us what you've got for us tonight.
Well, since tonight's theme is questions and answers, I got a question for you, Eduardo.
A question for me? Sure, go ahead, shoot.
I want to know who it was that ever told you you could sing.
Stop it. Come on now, get serious.
What makes you think I wasn't?
Good Lord, Tom, why do you have to always be so cruel?
It's my nature.
Yeah, well, sometimes nature misses the boat. Anyway, let's change the subject. What's new?
Well, talk about missing the boat. I was planning to run for president in 2020, and now I'm sorry I didn't.
You? President? And just exactly how were you planning to beat Trump?
With a stick.
Oh, God, let's move on. What else is new?
Well, I took Angelina and Sheldon to lunch at this horrible restaurant. In addition to the food being lousy, the portions were very small.
Well, if the food was lousy, why would you want a large portion anyway?
I never thought of it like that.
Well, didn't you complain? I mean, how about the bill? Did they make you pay it?
No, but we gave the waiter a nice tip.
Well, that was nice. What was the tip?
To always give people a warning about the food.
Say goodnight, Tom.
Good night, everybody. Be back in 2 weeks, and I promise to bring a muzzle for Rambeau. In the meantime, my catnip awaits.
Well, there you have it, folks. Talking Tom and another attempt at being America's favorite pussycat. Before returning to our theme tonight, questions and answers, I'd like to give you a quick heads up that my final song for this evening will be a brand new recording just recorded last week. So here's hoping you all stay tuned and hang around for it. In the meantime, let's get back to the show and our next question. Since many of us seek to acquire that one very special thing in life known as love, and may begin to think it's never going to happen, you might start asking that age-old question.
Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is she who I close my eyes to see? Will I ever know the sweet hello that's meant for only me? Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can mean something to? Where is love? Who can say where she may hide? must I travel far and wide till I am beside that someone who I can mean something to? Where is love?
Where is love, we ask? Well, optimistically, if and when we find it, we certainly hope it's here to stay.
It's very clear our love is here to stay, not for a year, forever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know, they're just passing fancies, and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. Dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here. Our love is here to stay.
One other thing we keep asking ourselves with regard to love is, where is it going to happen and when is it going to happen? That's the big question, isn't it? Where or when?
It seems we stood and talked like this before. We looked at each other in the same way then, but I can't remember where or when. The clothes you're wearing are the clothes you wore. The smile you are smiling, you were smiling then, but I can't remember where or when. some things that happened for the first time seem to be happening again. And so it seems that we have met before and laughed before and loved before, but who knows where or when? But who knows where or when?
Well, quite frankly, when it comes to love, we really don't care where, because we put most of our focus on when. And of course, the sooner the better, right? As a matter of fact, how about making it tomorrow?
The sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. The sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just stick out my chin and grin and say, the sun'll come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow, come what may. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away. I said tomorrow, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow, you're always a day away.
Well, that concludes the questions and answers segment of the show. So now, as promised, here's one of two new songs I just recorded last week. The second one will debut on my next show 2 weeks from tonight. But for this evening, here's my newly recorded rendition of a great old classic standard, You're Getting to Be a Habit with Me. Every kiss, every hug seems to act just like a drug. You're getting to be a habit with me. Let me stay in your arms. I'm addicted to your charms. You're getting to be a habit with me. I used to think that love was something that I could take or leave alone. But now I just can't live without my supply. I need you for my own. Oh, I can't break away. I must have you every day, as regularly as coffee or tea. You've got me in your clutches and I can't get free. You're getting to be a habit with me. I used to think that love was something that I could take or leave alone. but now I couldn't do without my supply. I need you for my own. Girl, I can't break away. I must have you every day, as regularly as coffee or tea. You've got me in your clutches and I can't get free. You see, you're getting to be a habit. Oh, but what a habit. Girl, you're getting to be a habit with me. Well, my friends, it appears it's that time again. But before saying goodnight, I'd like to remind you all that my novel, entitled From a Distant Mirror, is entered into a novel contest and the winner gets published. So if you haven't read it yet, please go to inkit.com and check it out. Once you get to the end, click on Write a Review and leave a short, honest review. Once again, that's inkit.com, spelled INKITT.com. Once there, type the title of my book, From a Distant Mirror, into the search box, but make sure you're clicked on titles and not people. People is for finding authors, titles is for finding book titles. That being said, this is Ed Rambeau, and from my little corner of the world to yours, here's wishing you an awesome remainder of your evening with our dear friend, Ron Baker. So without any further ado, let's return to Ron's record shop, and good night with buckets of love, everyone.